SPR Lynx is a 1997 registered gelding, which makes him 20 years old. He's 15-1 hands. He walk and trots pretty good, and he canters, but he just needs a refresher, of course, in his canter cues. We purchased this horse from an Amish man that we've bought several horses from in the past, and my guess is that this is a horse that either came from his family or he purchased at Mel Hoover's sale. He will do that. He'll go buy some older horses and then he calls us. I guess he doesn't like them to be shipped and he knows that's where they're going. I'm not really sure on which way this horse is purchased, whether he's purchased from Mel Hoover's or whether it's one of his relatives' horses. But because he's older, it tells me when you see him riding more that he's been in saddlebred school. He is easy to handle, a little fussy in the bridle. He's had his teeth done, and he's kind of he just kind of goes along at his speed. He's an older guy, but he's sound. He was thin when he came in, not skin and bones, but not fat, and he's put on weight pretty easily. We picked him up either the end of fall or the early winter. He's been pretty easy to deal with. He does kind of fuss with his mouth a little bit, which you'll see on the video. He stays right to the rail. He's just been kind of a good citizen. He was a little nervous when he came in, and he's working through that as he gets comfortable with it. But a lot of these horses have been on the road for a while, and when you take the blinkers off, they get a little nervous as they're um, as they're getting used to the ring and things going on around the ring. He does canter, which you're going to see, but he does need a refresher course, like I said, in the canter cues. And Erin is working this horse, and I've had to edit it because when she brings these horses in, she doesn't spend 4 to 5 minutes on them. She'll spend 15, 20, 30 minutes on them, depending on what they're working on. And I try to make my videos under 5 minutes long. He has a natural flat walk. He's pretty good about that. Erin's going to ask him to canter. You can see when she asks him, she's setting him up now. She has to help him a little bit. He's a little green at this. But he does canter, and that tells me that he definitely has been in saddlebred school. Any horse this age that's never been in saddlebred school, that's been on the road, any length of time, they don't canter well. And this horse goes around the corners. He's fairly collected. So he was sold into the Amish life a little bit later on. He's not super fit right now because we don't keep these horses. We don't keep them real fit. We work them and then they'll have a couple days off before we get them again and work them. And Erin doesn't work them particularly hard. Sometimes she has to work them on mounting and dismounting. This horse has been pretty good. Now he's going to canter the other way. See that I edited it. I didn't want a bunch of walking in there. And he canters again, fairly collected on this lead. And he's not frantic or nervous or zipping around the ring 9,000 miles an hour. So we're pretty sure he'd been in saddlebred school. If you're interested in this wonderful older gelding, please contact Saddlebred Rescue.